Hello Aquarius, this is Grand Madam with your general reading for February the 13th, Thursday. Now, I pulled out 5 cards from the Dark Goddess deck, and after that I clarified them with the Vice Versa deck. And for one of those cards I even used a kipper because I was just curious as to what it was all about, and this is what I discovered. Skila is the goddess that has a message of drama, regarding drama. Sekhmet is the lion goddess, the Egyptian lion goddess. She is giving you a message of empowerment. Nyx, the goddess Nyx, is telling you it's time for you to rest. She speaks of respite. And in this case, it's not just taking a nap, it's taking your nap midday and meditating and getting into something even deeper, like prayers, chanting, what have you. Medea talks about deception that you were involved with and probably were unaware. And Guaban Sex is talking about wrath. For some reason, you are beside yourself with anger. So, let's go back to the drama. Let's see what Skila is talking about. Qualified by the Vice Versa deck is the Page of Wands with his back turned in the versa, the Vice Versa side of this card. Now for me, the Page of Wands is always a card about sex, creative, passionate activity. It could be about other things, but it's mainly about two people getting together to create something new. Okay? But back's turned. It's almost like someone is walking away or something has occurred. And now the one who has offered this creative activity or this sex is now in a place of, or needs to be in a place of contemplation. The page is facing the stars, constellation, looking into the skies, looking into the mysteries. Why is this going on the way it is? There's a phoenix that's coming out of a bush from the ashes that flies. Phoenix is fire, wands of fire. This has to do with the creative activity. This has to do with a sexual relationship. Because I doubt if you were painting, my love. Someone tried to defy the conventions of society. This is the Justice card, Vice Versa. Take a close look. Someone was not playing fair. And you can tell that by the scales that have been dashed to the floor, thrown down, mic drop, boom. The sword of justice has been shoved into a crevice on a stone floor. And I'm not sure what that other thing is. That's just the back of the chair. But Justia, the goddess of justice, has her back turned. Someone went behind the back of Goddess Justia to do some things. And now we have a tower moment. Okay? And I was concerned. The tower is the whole relationship has fallen down, the whole foundation. Whatever you thought it was built on, that sexual activity, that routine, is done. And I'm like, what happened? What happened here? And what happened, now, I'm going to take you back. Before I go into this, I use the Kipper deck to clarify the Vice Versa deck and Skila's message of drama. Go back, if you remember, to the February 4th video I did, titled Aquarius, Free Yourself. In that deck, I used the Romance Angels. And I can't remember the first two cards that came out, but what was crossing that was an engagement. And I was confused because your overall reading talked about a one-sided relationship and an engagement at the same time. And I just could not figure that out until today. And this is what it was all about. There was a change in your relationship. And that change was that your lover married someone else. They were already engaged when you came upon the scene. And just because you were there did not stop that upcoming marriage. Now, hurt and defeated and probably pissed the hell off and doubting your own power, Sekhmet offers you a message of empowerment. In that relationship, you were disempowered. Now, looking at this Three of Cups, it looks like the person in the middle is giving an offer to the goddess, to the gods. It can also be a party situation. It can also be a polyamorous situation that you found yourself in or you walked into. Or it can just be a third-party situation. Either way, you had great difficulty in trying to make things work in that relationship because it was a third-party situation. When you made your offer, it was declined. Your offer for something more, and you were devastated. You did not understand why. You did not understand why because you refused to see the bigger picture. You did not know, or you did not see, or you did not care, Aquarius, that your lover was engaged to marry someone else. And that's why we have the Five of Cups. And you're still not focused on what you still have left. The Two of Cups, you have 3 cups kicked over with 2 cups left here. That's what has taken your power from you. Sekhmet says it's time for you to power back up. The goddess Sneaks asks you to take a rest. That includes going to counseling as well as take a nap. Because you've got to figure this out for yourself. Okay? Meditation is also good. The truth came out. Here's the Ace of Swords. And it cut like a knife. But here's again, this is the Six of Pentacles in the vice versa deck, which is a little different than the Rider-Waite deck. In this card, on this card, you see the Six of Pentacles surrounding the merchant. You're the merchant, looking down on the small town, the village, right? That's a little village. If I can get this in closer, let me do something with this light. Get this in closer. You see the village at the bottom? It's like this merchant feels like he's got this whole village in his hands, and by the things he offers them, he is doing them a very, very well needed, providing a very, very well needed service. But he still doesn't see the bigger picture because there's something going on bigger than what he sees about that village. This is the King of Cups. The King of Pentacles. This is more than likely your love interest. It could go both ways. It could be king or queen. But this is the, oops, where is he? This is the guy with the money. And even he has gone into the stars. Looks, for inner guidance. And now, you have become the wounded warrior. You stand firm with a wand in your hand, looking away at 8 other wands. Things happened quickly, so quickly, you can't believe what you're seeing. You don't know how you got there. You don't know what the hell happened. All you know is that you have been battered and torn. Your helmet was knocked off on the ground, and you're bruised. And now it's time for you to take a rest from that situation I recommended that you free yourself from on February 4th. Because Goddess Medea says you were deceived all the way around. You ran into the situation. Here's the ace, here's the Knight of Swords running in blindly. Not seeing the bigger picture, not caring about it. You rushed in to plant your seeds, to place your bet, but you were placing a bet or planting a seed in frozen terrain. Look at that. That ground is frozen. You did manage to get some growth out of the tree. This is the 7 of Pentacles. But not much. This was the evaluation. This is the gardener. This gardener is you, Aquarius. Aquarius males or Aquarius females. Or Aquarius non-binaries. It doesn't matter. You're looking at the situation. You planted all these seeds, and you got, looks like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And that's not what you bargained for. Now you find yourself, you find out that you've been juggled, and you found out through gossip. See little people up in the balconies looking down at you. And you very well may have been doing some juggling yourself, Aquarius. But the gossip is on you. You've turned your back and you're trying to get away from this foolishness. But instead of it being behind you, it's above you. So that gossip and that laughter is raining down on you. Here's the Temperance card. It cautions you to take things slowly. Move within moderation. Do not rush. A Sagittarius could be involved. But now it's really too late for that. This is the card of the Empress, but her back is turned. You can't even see the beautiful woman who sits in this throne. And the reason you can't see her in the vice versa deck, when the characters have their backs turned, it's all about them going within. Something is really wrong. Something happened that has turned the Empress around, and she has gone within. The Empress is symbolized with Libra and Taurus. She is the Queen of Queens. Some kind of way, the Empress was double-crossed. And here we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In this reading, the Queen of Cups can also be an Aquarian Pisces or Pisces Aquarian. Depends upon how you look at it. And she was done wrong. And now, Aquarius, you're all up in your head about it. You just thought you would skip away into the sunset with your lover, but instead you found out that when the two of you hung out, it was so good that you forgot curfew. I have said this 3 times for 3 different readings already. And when somebody didn't come, when somebody couldn't be reached, all hell broke loose at the address at home. And now everything has come to a full stop. Any offers or messages of security, of money, has come to a complete stop. I hear loud and clear, I'm not giving you any more money. That was love in the dark. Here's the creative wand, the boom boom stick, the big one. The sex has stopped. It has all come to a screeching halt. All because of what happened that night. Basically, your relationship was exposed. And that was the deception. Someone was giving to 2, and it came out when someone could not be reached and forgot to bring it home. Now, this goddess, Guaban sex, offers the message of wrath. Wrath is always dangerous. Wrath is uncontrollable anger. Wrath is rage. And wrath is very destructive to the person experiencing it. So with that, I just had to pull more cards, of course. And I got the Sun card. But I got the Sun card illumined next to the Chariot. And what that means, it was discovered or illuminated, revealed, that someone, and here's Cancer energy, was moving away, hell-bent and determined to move away at top speed because a judgment had been made, a decision had been made regarding a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just someone who uses that energy, and a hidden relationship. That has been continuing for some time. Okay. Now, someone is secretly making a move with this is the Knight of Cups, making their love offering in secret. This is also, see the Cancer coming out of the water there, and his back is turned, and he too are asking the mysteries of the universe. You know, how did this happen? What can I do? Because he's busted. The truth came out. Your lover got busted. But now with this Ace of Swords and the back turned, vice versa, this person has no direction whatsoever. This is a knight and this is a page, and neither one of them. He doesn't know where to go. This person, this page, doesn't know where to go. Knight of Cups was sneaking around making love offerings and got busted. Now, we have the Five of Wands and vice versa. There's a big volcano blowing up in the background. It got nasty. That argument got nasty. Very easily blows could have been exchanged. And the blows, what came out, what the fight was all about, was that someone was spreading their wealth with other options. And now, that person is hung upside down. It's the hangman. But unlike this hangman coming into enlightenment, this hangman is still not facing, I can't say it's they're not facing the truth. I'm going to pull the book on this. I'm going to read it directly from the book. And this is coming from the vice versa deck. There's supposed to be oh, that's a snake. There it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is the exposure. Let me show you. There's a teeny weeny little snake about to bite him in his shoulder. This is a snake symbolizing wisdom. The difference between this side, which is the hangman, who's been turned upside down and now sees things from a different perspective. This side is not only is he seeing things from a different perspective, the snake of wisdom is right underneath his shoulder. These two people are looking up to him for guidance because not only was he hanging upside down, he's been broken. His ego, his mask has fallen off. I'm looking, there it is. There it is, right here. Can you see? The mask is on the ground. Is he even wearing it? He doesn't even have a mask on this side. So all the BS, all the lies, all the ego, all the bravado, all the illusions have just been dashed to the ground. And that's why, Aquarius, this is you. You've been stripped of your ego. Your lover was stripped of their ego. And now you're sitting there, standing there, upside down in the raw. What's going to happen next? Okay, okay. That's why the wrath. Because none of this was supposed to have happened. You and your lover got caught, weren't supposed to be. Well, this is this exposure. This exposure. And now there's a hard price to pay. And the price your lover paid, well, he just hopped up and married the woman he was engaged to, or the person they were engaged, your lover, male, female, non-binary, whomever. They CYA'd with that marriage. But that leaves you out in the cold, Aquarius. Okay. I'm reading the wrong cards. I just summed it up. Okay. Moonology deck. Let's see what wisdom we can get from the Moonology deck for Aquarius. So, Aquarius, you ran into a situation that looked good for you. But in that situation, you kind of found out you definitely knew you were not getting the love that you were giving. But what you did not expect, and I don't know why, but I understand this too, because that happened to me. Your lover married someone else. And I don't know whether they have even spoken to you since to tell you that they were married, because with all the gossip floating around about your lover's juggling, I strongly feel it got back to you that they got married. I don't believe you were told that they got married. So let's see what the Moonology cards have to say to Aquarius. So it's very good that you decided to wing it And stand on your own 2 feet, Aquarius. But the next time, you really have to pay attention to the signs and see the bigger picture as to what's going on with your lovers. Now this is the waxing crescent moon. It says, have faith in your dreams. You'll have someone for yourself. This reminds me of the Romance Angel Oracle. Stay optimistic about your love life. Yeah. And this gibbous moon says you're close to achieving your goal. After dealing with a situation like this, you will know what to look for, you will know the signs, and you will not put yourself in that position ever again in life. This was a life lesson, and this new moon says a new start is coming. Not with this person that just got married, with someone else. Once you have rested and healed yourself, as Nyx recommends, then your new start will begin. And this time, if you have learned your lesson, Aquarius, it will be heaven sent. This is Grand Madam, wishing you, my darling Aquarians, much love.